Hey, James. It's funny. Everyone talks about the big traffic sources, right? Like Facebook ads, Google SEO. But honestly, some of the real gold I found is totally off that beaten path. It's like unconventional?
Right, Emma, exactly. And that's what's been on my mind. We've covered the basics, but for those really looking for that edge, that alchemy you often talk about, what's one of those less obvious yet highly effective techniques you're seeing work right now, especially for traffic, actually?
Oh, for traffic? Absolutely, 100%. It's micro-influencer dark posts or native content partnerships, really. Not like the huge influencers everyone's chasing. I'm talking about like smaller, super niche content creators who have really engaged audiences. And you're not asking them to do a sponsored post. You're asking them to, well, create native content that just so happens to align with your affiliate offer.
Interesting. Dark posts, you said. That sounds intriguing. So it's not a standard sponsored post where they, declare this is an ad. It's more subtle, more integrated into their usual content flow then.
Precisely. Yeah, exactly. It's about finding creators whose audience genuinely trusts them, right? And then working with them to produce content that's so natural, so valuable to their specific niche that it just feels like a regular recommendation. The affiliate link is of course there, but it's not the focal point. The value, the genuine recommendation is.
So, how do you even identify these micro influencers? Because I imagine if they're micro, they're not necessarily shouting from the rooftops about their follow count, are they? It sounds like it takes a bit of digging, a bit of genuine research to find these gems.
You're absolutely right, James. It does take digging. You're not looking for follower counts, actually. You're looking for engagement rates, Like, are people commenting? Are they asking questions? Are they genuinely interacting with the creator's content? I usually start with platforms like TikTok, Instagram, even niche blogs or YouTube channels that have, say, anywhere from 1,000 to 50,000 followers. The key is that their audience has to be like obsessed with the specific topic.
Right, so quality over sheer quantity. It's about that deep connection. And how do you approach them? Is it just a cold outreach, or do you have a specific sort of script or strategy for initiating these kinds of partnerships?
Definitely not cold outreach. You have to approach them as a collaborator, not like just someone wanting to buy an ad. I'll usually send a personalized message saying something like, "Hey, I've been following your content on specific topic for a while, and I just loved your recent video about specific video. I think my audience, who's into related niche, would really benefit from this product, service, and I thought it aligned perfectly with your content. Would you be open to like a quick chat about a potential collaboration?" The goal is to make it about their audience and their content, not just your link. The thing is, you want them to feel like they're discovering something truly valuable for their community? Not just, oh, here's another sponsored post. It's about building trust. And frankly, that's what makes these dark posts so effective.
That makes perfect sense. So, the compensation model then, is it a straightforward commission, or are you offering something more bespoke, given the nature of these less formal arrangements? Because I imagine a micro influencer might not have the same expectations as, say, a macro one.
Yeah, exactly. It really depends. Sometimes it's a higher commission rate because you're giving them more creative freedom. Sometimes it's a hybrid model, like a smaller flat fee up front for their time to create the content, plus a commission on sales. Or sometimes it's even just product in exchange for, like, honest review content that includes the link. The key is to be flexible and to really understand what motivates that specific creator and their audience.
Right, so you're tailoring the offer to the individual. That's actually quite clever because it builds that relationship, doesn't it? Instead of just a transaction. And what about tracking? How do you measure the effectiveness of these more organic, native feeling posts?
definitely personalized links, like unique tracking IDs for each creator. And you also want to look at not just clicks and sales, but also engagement metrics on their post. Are people commenting? Are they tagging friends? That tells you if the content truly resonated. It's not just about the final conversion, it's about how much buzz that authentic recommendation created for your affiliate product, right? So, speaking of resonance, James, I wanted to kind of shift gears a bit, because while traffic is crucial, converting that traffic effectively, especially with these more aware audiences, requires a deeper dive into psychology. Everyone talks about scarcity and urgency, but honestly, there's so much more. Like, have you ever really thought about anticipation loops?
Anticipation loops. That sounds intriguing. I mean, I understand scarcity and urgency, obviously, they're fairly standard, but anticipation loops suggest something more drawn out, more perhaps subtle. How does that work in an affiliate context then?
Okay, so think about like Netflix, right? They get you hooked with one episode and then they immediately show you the next one. That's an anticipation loop. In affiliate marketing, it's about creating a desire for what's coming next, not just what's available now. Instead of just buy this product, you like promise an exclusive insight or a mini series of emails that slowly unveil benefits or even a countdown to a special bonus that complements the product. It builds excitement. It's like, oh, what's going to happen next?
Right. So you're not just presenting the product, you're building a narrative around it, like a story that unfolds over time. That's actually quite clever. It keeps people engaged, doesn't it? It makes them more invested in the eventual reveal or the eventual purchase.
Exactly. It turns the buying process into an experience, not just a transaction. And another one that's super powerful but often overlooked is like the principle of commitment and consistency. Do you know what I mean?
Commitment and consistency. I mean, I'm thinking like getting someone to say yes to a small thing, and then they're more likely to say yes to a bigger thing. Is that the gist of it?
Bingo! You've got it. It's all about getting people to take small, almost insignificant steps that align with your offer before you ask for the big sale. So instead of buy my recommended email marketing software, you might say, download this free checklist of email subject lines, or join my private Facebook group for daily tips. Each small yes they give, each tiny commitment they make, like a mini commitment, actually increases the likelihood they'll say yes to the eventual affiliate product because, they want to be consistent with their previous actions.
That's brilliant, actually. It's almost like a gentle nudging process, isn't it? You're not overtly selling at the start, you're providing value, getting them to engage, and then building that foundation of trust and consistency. So when you eventually present the affiliate offer, it feels like a natural progression rather than a sudden sales pitch.
Exactly. And it works really well with things like mini courses or even a series of short email tips. You're building their identity around the problem you're solving. Like, I'm someone who uses these tips to improve my email marketing, right? And then when you suggest the software, it's like, well, if I'm already using these tips, this software is the logical next step for someone like me.
That's incredibly insightful, Emma. It shifts the entire dynamic from being a vendor-to-customer relationship to more of a guide-to-learner relationship, which frankly is far more powerful in today's crowded market.
Yeah, exactly. And it leads me to another really important, unconventional strategy for long-term growth, building proprietary assets. Like, not just relying on other people's products or platforms. I'm talking about, like, creating something unique that you own and that adds intrinsic value to your audience even before they click an affiliate link.
Proprietary assets. So you're not just referring to like a blog post or a YouTube video, are you? You're talking about something more substantial, something unique that gives you a genuine competitive advantage in the market.
Absolutely. I'm talking about things like a unique calculator tool that solves a specific problem for your niche, or like a custom template library, or a private community forum that you moderate, offering exclusive insights. It could even be a mini course that you create yourself completely free, but it positions you as the expert and naturally leads to your recommended affiliate products.
That's really thinking outside the box because it's not directly monetized, but it's building goodwill, trust, and authority, isn't it? And then when you do recommend something, that recommendation carries significantly more weight because you've already given so much value up front.
Exactly. It's like it's future-proofing your business because if an affiliate program changes or like a platform algorithm shifts, you still have this asset, this thing that you own that's bringing value and building your audience. It's not just a quick hit. It's like a long-term investment in your brand and your relationship with your followers.
So how do you see this fitting into ethical scaling then? Because obviously building these assets, these tools, it takes time, it takes effort. And if you're looking to scale, you need to ensure it's done in a way that's both efficient and, crucially, maintains that integrity.
That's a fantastic point, James. Ethical scaling here is about leveraging these assets to serve a broader audience without compromising the quality or the personal touch. For instance, once you build a great calculator tool, you can promote it through those micro-influencers we talked about earlier, or like use it as a lead magnet to grow your email list. It scales because the asset itself does the heavy lifting, right?
Right. So you're not having to be actively involved in every single touch point. The asset itself is providing the value and doing the pre-selling in a way. That's actually quite clever. And it frees you up to focus on creating more such assets or refining existing ones.
Totally. And it also reinforces the trust because if someone gets genuine value from your free tool, they're much more likely to trust your paid recommendations. It's like a virtuous cycle. The ethical part comes in ensuring these assets genuinely help people, not just act as thinly veiled sales funnels. The value has to be like truly upfront.
And that really speaks to the heart of sustainable affiliate business growth, doesn't it? It's not about the quick buck. It's about building a robust ecosystem where value is paramount. I mean, this has been absolutely brilliant, Emma. It's given me a lot to think about, particularly these less obvious but hugely impactful strategies.
Yeah, it really is. And it's what differentiates the really successful long-term affiliate marketers, from like the ones just chasing trends. It's about building something truly transformative.